Pinasia. Pinasia. Oh, I get an ad. Hey, I got ads on my shit. That's always
Oh, I get
good.
an ad.
Are you excluding Democrats? Because they aren't people. I get it. Laughing my ass off. I'm edgy. God damn it. That's a lot, man. Look at these. Look at these. I kind of dig them, but at the same time, most of the time, I don't know. I feel like too many people are going kind of all out with card designs. I like more simple shit like this because it's just it's not in your face, right? It isn't one of these psychotic designs that people typically look for in playing cards. Want to Sprite cranberry? Is that LeBron? Is that another LeBron meme? It seems to be a LeBron permeating the streams every once in a while. There goes my masturbation session because I can't get females. Well, that's what happens when you start doing magic tricks, man. That's what happens when you start doing magic tricks, man. So unfortunately, that's a problem that you're gonna have to fix by not doing magic. Sprite cranberry. You know, anything cranberry is not good. I feel like anything cranberry is not good at all. I'm not a fan of what do you call this? The Red Bull one. Anytime they decide to say, "Hey, I'm adding cranberry on my LeBron James saying what?" Anytime they add cranberry on any sort of beverage, I'm not a fan of. I'm trying to shuffle these puppies up, see how nice they are. I've only just gotten these, so I really can't tell them out. Look at these, man. Yeah, they're kind of dope, I would say. What mine gets when I get the notification? What do you want when you know, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting because I don't understand why they don't have it by default. Where I understand that if you have it by default that everyone gets a notification every single time, that gets annoying. But at least the first time, you know, the first couple times, you would think that you would be given the option to either have the notifications for the stream turn on or not have the notification for the streams be on. They give you that option, but instead, what YouTube does is that they go in the back stream. They go in the back and then they make the decision for you. So they're like, oh, we're gonna give the notifications out to people that we think are gonna watch it. But that can mean anything. That can mean anything for them. Are they Cardamundi, B9, Trulin, and Finish? Again, B9, like I like my tumors. These are not B9. These are whatever this means. Whatever this means. Riffle Shuffle, Playing Card Co. So they're not B9. These are in fact these are how you would not want your tumors. It looks like a gay unicorn. I don't think so. I don't think it looks like a unicorn. I think it looks like a. It's nice. It's like it has a little bit of that orbits sort of vibe, right? We got Gentleman Wake. Hey boy, yeah, we did get him. Y'all got him. Y'all got him. Y'all helped him out to that 4K, man. He's a cutie. We're gonna be working on a video soon enough, but unfortunately, I'm a little caught up because I more likely than not I'm gonna be moving out of this place in the next week, so that's probably gonna take a lot of my time. So I might have a little bit of a schedule delay on my videos. Luckily, I do have a backlog, so hopefully I could do that, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We give notifications to people who we think want them. Haha. If only they had some sort of button where you could press to indicate like you would receive notifications. Yeah, but even then, top notch. If you watch that video, they pretty much were giving the impression that even if you press that notification button and subscribe to a channel, they'll still pick the people that are more likely going to watch that because they'll figure out with their algorithm. For example, if you aren't, what do you call this? If you aren't, let's say you do have the notifications on, but you don't watch the streams, more likely than not, they'll stop sending you notifications. It's a weird thing. You gotta watch the video. Yeah, definitely staying in Florida. I'm not moving far, if anything. Pigcake, it's almost as if the joke was a sarcastic comment I just posted. Yeah, I know, but I think you're making a sarcastic comment about the fact that there is a notification bell icon, but that notification bell icon is useless. So I thought you were saying that it's not useless. That's what I was. You gotta. It's been a long day, man. Why'd you switch from the Pigcake sweatshirt to the black and gray sweater? Because that video was from a couple months ago. So that video was a couple months ago. And you could usually tell by the size of my rings. So if I'm getting if I have a really thin ring, usually that means that it's a really, really old video. That one was a more recent video, but it was still from I'm trying to see how many videos I could get rid of from the piggy vaults. I have a lot of them. So I'm trying to get rid of them as the weeks go by. But I feel like that's going to be a useless endeavor. So who's the next magician in the top 5 series? Well, a lot of people mentioned a lot of people that were interesting. So people mentioned YouTubers. They mentioned, what do you call this? They also mentioned more sort of older magicians, right? So really depends, man. Really depends. Jay's a kind of over-encompassing sort of dude. So he has a lot of material to work with. Somebody like Chris, he does have a lot of stuff to work with, but not as much as Jay. So, you know, you could pick and choose. And you can't even make a top 5 for Jay Sankey, because after I made that video, I literally saw so many tricks that I completely forgot about that were Jay's. He actually hit me up. He sent me a DM. He said thank you for the thing and that he enjoys my edgy content. So, sweet guy. Super sweet. What's going on? Hey Room and PC, by the way. Hey Beats. Pink is getting demonetized now on YouTube. Pink is getting demonetized. Am I Pink? Are you referring to me as Pink? No, on Instagram. He messaged me on Instagram. I'm still blocked on Twitter. I'm still blocked on Twitter. But, did you and me give you some red roses yet? Tell him Dysfunctional said to give you some. Yeah, I have some in the other room. I'm going to have to pack up a lot of those. That's not going to be a fun thing. But luckily for me, I don't have a lot of furniture. It's just the necessities. But I do have a lot of small stuff. So if I do initiate the moving process this week, then the decks are probably going to be a pain in the butt. All the equipment is going to be a pain in the butt. Little things. I hate that. It's going to be a fun thing. He didn't unblock me. Nah, man, he didn't unblock me, unfortunately. But he did message me on Instagram about the video. But yeah, so Paul Harris is another one. It's dope. What do you call this, man? Paul Harris would be an interesting one. There was another one that somebody mentioned that was like in the same idea. Michael Moore would be a great one too. I mean, it's Sankey on talking terms. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't think we haven't been on talking terms. He blocked me. I feel like it was more like an automatic thing that he blocked me on Twitter. But no, man, he sent me a message, really nice message saying, you know, he enjoyed the video and he enjoys my content. So, but what's the other one? I found something crazy. Greg Wilson, Shiza, man. Greg Wilson's the other one. Hold up, what the fuck? There's one here. Make sure a certain meat-cutting poultry animal doesn't see where you moved to. We don't want that to happen again now, do we? What do you mean again? What do you mean again, man? Are you divulging information that only me and Butcher know, thus proving that you are in fact Butcher? Is that what's happening? Danny Ortiz, Tommy Wonder. Holy shit, that's another one. Fusion Crazy says I'm gay, I swear. Let me see your avatar, man. Hold up. So Fusion Crazy. Go to channel. Let me see your channel here. You're calling me gay, but there are 2 videos that you have on your channel. One is okay, first of all, you have 2 videos on your channel, and both of them are called Redstone Episode 1. So I'm gay. Okay, Old Red. Oh yeah, this is a YouTube channel. Here we do YouTube stuff. There are cards because I happen to do tricks, but that's something I'm embarrassed about. I'm ranking on this guy here for saying that I'm in fact gay, which there's nothing wrong with. But let me see if I could see this Redstone Episode 1.
Hello everyone, welcome to Creeper Emporium. Today we will be building a piston door for episode...
This is 2 years ago. This is actually, yeah, 3 years ago now considering. But, you know, that tells me everything, man. That tells me everything. Just those first 5 seconds tells me everything about you calling me gay, man. It's okay, man. It's okay. It's fine not to be, you know, assertive of your own opinions, and you kind of have to replicate memes that you find online. I didn't sub because there's only 2 videos, and they're both the same shit, man. Maybe if you had, like, a legit Minecraft channel, I'll definitely sub. because I'm a Minecrafter. I like Minecraft. Minecraft is for cool kids. And you know what? Last time I checked, I'm a cool kid, man. I'm in with the memes, right? Stefan just mentioned about my Instagram story. I yeet, right? I yeet all over the bitches, as the young kids like to. I want to die. Okay, I'm making sure I could read the live chat here. I'm glad I'm getting advertisements, man. That's dope. I'm getting advertisements, man. That's fucking hot. There's another one here. Crow Guy says, "Yo, Piggy, how are you? How are you, Crow Guy? How are you, man? Killing the game." Piggy, I know you saw my comments. I need for you to explain the video on the special website. Why don't you put Dylan Harper? Well, it's a series, man. It's not just going to be one video. I feel like it's definitely going to be a series of me posting videos online about Pornhub. I do YouTube full time, yeah. That's my gig. YouTube full time is my my gigorific, as it has been for how long now? It's almost been a year and like 8 months. So it's been a year and 8 months since I've been doing YouTube full time, you know, and it hasn't been the easiest thing, but it's worked. It's worked. If you don't have a head, then how do you eat or breathe? You know, that's a fucking rough one, man. That's a rough one. I do have a head, but I guess I don't. You know, there's no way to answer that. There's no way to answer that, and I'm not really inclined to think of a humorous answer, man, for that. I'm good. Came back from Australia, so I have internet. It's a neck hole. There you go. See Lindsay Harvey with that. So you started posting on Pornhub. Well, listen, man. I want to make it a. What do you call this? A series. I want to make it a series of doing adult videos on Pornhub. But card trick tutorials. I mean, it's a card trick tutorial, right? Did you not see the card trick? Did you not learn the card trick? If you looked at easy card trick on that website, you know, you would have learned something. You would have learned a super easy card trick. As a matter of fact, that was my first card trick. Xavier said you're a legend for that. Is that the video he was referring to? I didn't know the video, man. I didn't know the video that he was referring to. I guess it was that one. But I wanna keep doing videos in that sense. I want to get Pornhub famous. You have to understand that. I feel like there's an inherent sort of virability in doing tutorials on Pornhub. So I definitely want to jump in that. So, yeah. You got to look up on I've said Pornhub already. You got to look up easy card trick, and you'll find me there. Again, I feel like there's a variability. Yeah, my account name is Pigcake68. It's 60. I feel like it's important to acknowledge the damage pornography does to society and men in general. You know, that is true, man. That is true. Because the fact is that porn tricks your brain into thinking that you are, in fact, in a situation where you are going to mate. However, you're not, right? So you gotta reduce your porn consumption if you want to increase your cranial consumption. You know, you feel me? Y'all feel me? You guys are feelers, man. Shiza, hold up, there's something else here. Fuck. There were cards in that movie. The Pornhub thing was brilliant. Are you gonna do the Facebook AIDS challenge? No, but I'm doing the 13 Reasons Why challenge. You like that? I'm doing the hashtag 13 Reasons Why challenge. That's what I'm doing. Seeing how long it takes before I end it. That's my challenge. Oh boy. Sub to Fusion, please. Me, please. You got 2 videos, man. What am I gonna sub for? And you uploaded them 2 years ago, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. If you had more videos on Minecrafting so I could actually learn how to properly use redstone as opposed to 2 videos that have the same title, Fusion. Come on, man. Sub to Fusion is Let's see. This channel needs more creativity? What's that mean, dude? Is this not creative? Look at this. Look at this creativity. Look at that. Look at that creativity, dude. Look at that. That's a fan. But what am I fanning? I'm fanning the flames of love. There's no. That's if that's not creative, then you're just not creative yourself, sir. Look at that. Hold up. I got another creative move. Here we go. Here's a creative move. Look at that. Card reveal. That's gonna be an illusionist in probably 2 months. That's gonna be illusionist for $10.99. $10.99. It's a simple way of having a card shoot out of a spring, but it's not consistent, and it only works. It only works like barely. You know, actually, one time I do hate this because it's happened to me before where I've been practicing this under pressure bullshit, right? I've been practicing this shit, and then out of nowhere, a card perfectly jumps out like that, perfectly. And I've tried to replicate it, and it's only worked for me maybe two or three times ever. But it was perfect because it was just doing this, and out of nowhere, the card shot up like that. It just shot up, and it's never happened before. And I've thought of ways of faking it, maybe doing this, you know, faking it that way, but it just hasn't worked out. I've tried so hard to replicate that shit, but it's never happened. Hashtag. Are you the next Butcher Fusion Crazy? This is gonna happen? God damn it, man. You know what? I'm gonna sub to you, man. You called me gay. You called me gay, but I'm gonna sub to you, dude. Subscribed. I subscribed to you. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that Fusion Crazy, even though you've uploaded 2 fucking videos. But I subscribed to you for the meme of it, man. So now you have Piggy as a subscriber, dude. You better fucking not let me down, dude. Listen, you better not let me down, dude. I swear to God, if you let me down, I want to see some Minecraft videos. Venezuela, love you, Pig. Hey, man, that's what's up. Fuck yes. If Pigcake subbed to everyone that called me gay, it would be over. If Pigcake subbed to everyone that would call me gay, I would be subscribed to so many channels. I would never even like have a sub feed. It would just be a bunch of just scrolling through. Yeah, there better be a part 2 to finding redstone. Good job, RB. There better be a part 2. All right. Fucking Minecrafting all over here. You better be a. You know, this reminds me now that everyone's calling me a homo. Is you know, I do this video, right? And then I'm like, oh man, let me have this funny joke where I'm gonna beat up the teddy bear. I'm gonna have a weird recurring joke where I'm gonna beat up the teddy bear. And then all the comments, everyone here is calling me gay. My audience is primarily male, so it's 97% male, 3% females, and that's even doubtful, right? So here's the problem. I had at least 6 or 7 comments talking about my ass, saying, yo, Piggy, you got some cake, dude. You got some cake, man. You thick. You thick. And there's something about that. There's something that's inherently pretty gay about that. So you guys are calling me that, and yet you're leaving some comments about my posterior on my video. So who really is the one that is that homo, man? Which again, there's nothing wrong with. It's not a derogatory term, all right? But it is a derogatory term if you're not. So yeah, y'all the ones checking out my butt in that video. Maybe you guys should look at the mirror before you call somebody else gay, right? Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should, dude. What should you do? You should make a Redstone Part 2, dude. Redstone Part 2. It's been 2 years. They've updated some stuff. Jay Queck. Hey, man, you ain't dead? I'm glad, man. I'm glad you ain't dead. That's what I want. I want people that aren't dead watching my stuff. You know, statistically, somebody that's subscribed to me has to have passed away. That's the part that's terrifying. Statistically, somebody has passed away. That's not a fun statistic, but it's definitely a statistic. Let's see, what's the other one here? Oh boy. Yo, but that ass was pretty fat. Damn, dude. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. You can't be saying that sort of stuff. You got a street rap, man. You got a street rap. I feel pretty straight, but you know, nice. Thank you, Cal. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Now hearing it from you, I know that it's legit. Let me see if I can do this with this deck. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at that. See if I can do this. This is I always do this as kind of like a fidget move. Oh, shit. I got Japanese love here, man. The Ronan here says, hello, Pigcake. #1 fan of Pigcake in Japan. Your magic is wonderful. Damn, son. Thank you, man. Obviously, I want to, as a weeb, as a closet weeb, I definitely want to hit up Japan at some point. But there are places, man, I got to hit up. This is what I got to do, all right? I've been thinking about this. I don't know how it would happen down here, but I've been wanting to do like a little bit of a piggy pop-up, man. Hey, damn, Shugs, also Japanese. But I want to do a little bit of a piggy pop-up. A pop-up lecture. I'm trying to figure out how to make it happen down here, but obviously I have some other priorities. This week, I might be a little bit iffy on videos because I might be moving that week, so I want to try to get that process expedited as fast as possible. However, one thing that I've been thinking of is a piggy pop-up. And one of the things that I've also been thinking of is doing a piggy pop-up with a lecture, right? A little bit of a lecture. And maybe, I don't know, some cards that I might be coming out with. But that's going to take a little bit, so that's just something that I've been having on the, on the peripheral, right? On the peripheral. Yeah, piggy pop-up. Yeah, it's a tent. It's literally going to be a tent with a table and a bunch of stuff. On Patreon, I'll try to upload as I usually do this week, but it might be a little bit rough considering the schedule. But, when I can, I'll do it. The schedule will be different. So I'll upload the amount of videos that I usually upload on Patreon, but they might not be on the same dates that I usually do it. So usually I drop 2 videos on Tuesday, a video on Wednesday, 2 videos on Tuesday, and then another little bit of a video on Friday. So probably gonna push that more towards the weekend tip, maybe. So I'll see how I make that work. But yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird thing, but I want to change in background, so it's gonna be beneficial ultimately. Let me see. There was another one here. I'll wear a mask, man. If I do a pop-up lecture, I'll wear a mask. I'll wear a Lucha Libre mask. So you could be safely assured that my face will be hidden under the Lucha mask, but it will be. It's something I want to do. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to lecture. I've always wanted to. I feel like I have a lot of dumb, stupid, sort of magic shit in my head that I think people benefit from. And it's taken the channel to realize that. Honestly, it's taken the channel to realize that, and it's taken the channel to kind of get myself to understand that people, have a value in what I do. I really never thought that there would be a value in the, the style, the presentation, the mentality of these dumb little tricks. But having a lecture is something, or lecturing is something that I've always definitely wanted to do. But I was thinking of maybe doing some sort of pop-up this year. I know I want to do it this year for sure. But I don't know how many, I don't know about the venue. It's going to be a weird thing, but it's something that I'm working on in the back end. I'm a pair of floating arms and hands. Yeah, like PewDiePie, the meme that he doesn't have legs. Same shit. Same shit. I'm just this. I'm just this right here. This is just me. Am I going to be accessible later? Yeah, man. I'm going to be accessible later. It's just this week's going to be a little bit weird, but I'm going to be accessible. Visit X-Spade and come to New York. You're in New York. God damn. Let me see this. How does your mom feel about you moving? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird question. It's almost like there's like a joke. There's an inherent joke in that. Maybe like a sexual connotation. Oh, would the lecture be available online? Probably not. Probably not, man. I'll probably cut it to making it like, a thing. You'd have to be part of it, Maybe I've recorded for a video, but I wouldn't ultimately probably post it up unless maybe it's bonus. You never know. You never know. But I do want to have something planned like that for this year, because I think that would be a fun thing to do, and it'll be fun to have pictures of me circulating with a Lucha Libre mask. I think that'll be a fun thing. Yo, got a picture of Piggy, and it's a mask. You see, I'm wearing a mask. So, Shiza. There's something else here. I think if you make a centripetal acceleration over a Gaussian curve, you could constantly do the trick where the card pops up. I've done it, man. Listen, I've done that. I've see that? Look at that. I don't even know. I don't even know how it's happened, but it happened, and I haven't been able to fucking be able to do it. Whatever, man. I'm sure it's what's a thing that you can't obtain? A white horse, a black horse, an African American horse, a unicorn. A unicorn. There you go. That's what it is. Am I the only one here who doesn't want to see your face? Yeah, man. It doesn't. This card assumer needs to stop. No, I feel like there's a bunch of people in the non-face reveal plant, but I'm not gonna do it just for the sake of the mystery element. So I enjoy that. The mystery element, which is why I don't want to show my face. Don't want to really say a lot of things about me that could potentially lead to finding out. But I like the mystery element, and nobody wants to see his big dirty face. Yeah, man. I'm sure you've seen it about 1,000 times. Anytime you walk by somebody making you tortillas, or whatever else. Let's see, there's something else here. Hold up. Minecraft. Yeah, man. I've been trying to play on my phone. I don't know what's been going on, but I've been wanting to play with my my thing. I think it's Comcast. Hopefully, it might fix with me moving venues, but we'll see if I could fucking go back to being able to play some games online. I do definitely want to finish. I want to finish GTA, and then I want to try some other Zelda shit and some Minecraft stuff. So, Piggy, do you have any way to contact you? Yeah, man. You could DM me, and by letting me know that you're gonna DM me on a live stream, that's gonna expedite your chances of me responding to you, because usually I'm awful when it comes to text. When it comes to phone calls, I'm awful. But if you let me know, hey, I'm gonna send you a DM, I'll be looking out for that. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, bringing back Piggy Plays. But man, I've been trying to do that. It's just the internet connection's already stupid. You already DM me? Where'd you DM me, man? Where did you DM me? Unless you DM me on Twitch. If you DM me on Twitch, then you're fucked. Twitter? Okay, that was probably why. Twitter's a little bit odd. Twitter is a little bit odd when it comes to DMs. But okay, I'll check that out after the stream. Definitely check that out. Yeah, you know what? I didn't get all the packages, man. I didn't get all the packages for GTA. Before I got all the packages, unfortunately, I couldn't play it for some reason. It didn't play. So let me see if I could do this. Let me see if I could do another one of these pain in the ass ones. Hey, buddy, thanks for content. Hey, thank you for watching it, man. Thank you for watching it. Look at that. Look at that repulsion. Yeah, I don't randomly send DMs. Thank you, Sima. You just reminded me to turn off the notifications. Oh, Jesus. That probably sounds like hot ass. You reminded me to turn off the notifications on my fucking shit now. What's the other one? Hold up. Oh, snap. Okay, I thought that didn't work for a hot second. How can unicorns be fake but giraffes be real? What's more believable? A horse of a horn, or a leopard moose camel with a 40-foot neck? That almost sounds like a Johnny Carson bit. That almost sounds like a Johnny Carson bit, man. Where do you learn your magic tricks that you teach? Well, it's been a while, man. It's been a long time. So, I mean, I don't necessarily feel comfortable, which is why I don't teach other people's stuff. I try to teach stuff that I have little variations on just for me, So stuff that's kind of worked for me. That's not to say that I haven't taught stuff as I've learned it from certain books like Expert Card Technique or other venues like that. But typically, I really don't like teaching other people shit. So when I'll teach something, it's typically something that maybe I've changed the handling to suit my needs, right? Dead people stuff is fine because they're not gonna complain. Uh, yeah, dead people stuff is fine. But even that, I still kind of like make them. I still make them a little bit easier for me. So I feel like a lot of stuff might, and that's where you get into wishy-washy territory, because then what are you technically allowed to teach? What are you not allowed to teach? Nobody has the answer to that. Nobody has the answer to that. You know, to having a certain guideline as to what I'm allowed. Basically, my rule is if somebody's selling it, I'm not gonna teach it. That's number one. And number two, I'll feel more comfortable teaching it if it's something that I've kind of changed up, you know, just for me, just for the sake of my own handlings, for whatever trick it is. That's when I'll feel comfortable. But if you're selling something, I'm not gonna teach that for sure. That's not gonna be something that I'm gonna do. So when somebody says, "Hey, show me this change that belongs to somebody," I'm not gonna do that because that's not mine. Revolutionary card magic technique is. So yeah, but even from that, I've still gotten like little tips and little differences in that I think make it all right, you know. And even then, I think that the content of the channel is not necessarily. It's based on hoping that with me showing you on video and, you know, you seeing the instructions in the way that I present it, that's going to encourage you to pick up whatever. So for example, if I get something from Expert Card Technique, for example, if I get something from Revolutionary Card Technique, right, which is a Marlowe book, if I teach something from that, then hopefully you do a little bit more digging to get into that book, you know? So it's not necessarily for you to end at the channel and be like, oh, here it's the limit, here's the fringe. It's so you could hopefully use that to, you know, either get inspired to come up with your own handling or potentially look into whatever publication the original came from. So that's my intent. So one thing that I really don't like is when people kind of, oh, okay, like one thing, let me give you an example. I was watching Xavier's stream, right? And I love Assad. I love 52 cards. But he put a tutorial for the Matrix, right, recently in his channel. And people attributed the Matrix to him. You know, they're like, oh yeah, that's Assad's. He taught it on his channel, right? Same thing happens with me all the time. And I don't like that. When people might say, oh, Pigcake, that's Pigcake's. Pigcake taught that on his channel. Unless I mention explicitly, like, hey, this is something that your boy's very proud of, original Pigcake. It's mostly stuff that's been adapted, you know? So I really want to hopefully get it to the point where it's like, oh no, I saw that on Pigcake's channel, but that's Marlowe's. I saw that on, you know, Pigcake, but, you know, that's maybe from Art of Astonishment, wherever I might have picked the basic effect from. So that's kind of one thing that I've seen around that I hope changes, you know? I really hope that's something that changes. And it happens with Ramsey a lot. Like, oh, that's Ramsey's thing. I'm like, you know, So that happens with Ramsey, it happens with me, Assad, Xavier, anyone that does YouTube videos. People typically attribute the tricks that they teach to them directly. But, you know, there's a lot of people that go behind it. So that's what I want to kind of inspire, hopefully. It's about the moves in theory, not the tricks, and the entertainment value of piggy humor. See, that's heat. That's A-okay. Notice that I'm doing the white power symbol to pretty much accentuate that point. Hold up, there's something else here. Shiza, man. There was something else. Oh yeah, Shiza is another thing I've appropriated. I know I saw that comment, Beats. That's something that I've appropriated from your culture. How bad for you? How is smoking bad for you if doctors recommend it all the way through the 60s? You know what's happened in the 60s? End of segregation. Are anti-smokers really just anti-minority? Come on, man. Come on, man. You're going out of control, dude. I thought Ramsey was a puzzle solver. I've been waiting for live stream to ask you a certain question about technique. I'm working an effect that requires a multiple card bottom break. Question: what do you think the best way to catch a multiple card bottom break? Oh, like just having a break. You're not talking about different breaks. You're talking about just one break, right? Because I think just the pull down is the best thing. I think just the pull down is the best way to do it. Bar none. You pull down on the appropriate amount of cards and you're good to go. I know Xavier has a lot of work with the top pull down. I'm not necessarily a fan of that per se. I prefer doing other things and maybe doing a dribble to that. So that's just my particular handling. I know the pull down is a wonderful technique. But just for the bottom, yeah, man. It's definitely going to be a learning curve sort of thing. It's going to be 100% a learning curve because you're going to have to learn the appropriate amount of cards is what. So if you need a consistent amount of cards, you do need to be able to do that. But this is the same thing that I've kind of R. Kelly. Sorry, I got distracted by R. Kelly. But yeah, I think the pinky pull down is definitely the best technique. You are going to have to practice to the point where you are consistent in getting cards, you know, 1 card break, 2 cards break, 3 cards break, 4 cards break. And if it's 4 is a little bit rough. 4 is definitely a little bit rough, but it's going to be a feel thing. You know, it's going to be a feel thing. See, there you go. So it's going to be a feel thing that you know what 4 feels like. You know what 1 feels like. You know what 2 is going to feel like. So it's just going to be a feel thing that you're going to have to work to. But what trick in particular is that? I really did, by the way, love the Xavier's thing. If you guys are watching Xavier's stream on the Fix Your Trick, the fact that he's doing that without any sort of like a paywall is fucking... The advice that he's giving is well worth, you know, the time invested in watching the video. Bottom card is 7 of hearts. Got him. Got him. But I really love what Xavier's doing with that. Well, I just thought of R. Kelly a split second before you mentioned him. Strange. Strange. Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? But yeah, no lap and strip out. Oh, okay, yeah. So definitely 100%. That, but you know, there's a couple. Okay, so the one that I've taught, which is from Art of Astonishment, it's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite switches. It's the Jinx change. A lot of people have an issue with it. I fucking love it, man. I fucking love the Jinx change. It's pretty much you have, let's say, we're gonna have the aces on the bottom. We'll have these X cards on top. So you have these X cards on top. You have a break above, you know, the 4 aces, right? Or whatever cards you want to switch in. What the Jinx change is that you're showing a group of cards, you're scoring them up on top of the deck, lifting up all the cards and putting them on the table. And that's a switch. It's a very bold switch. You could also spread the cards. You could also spread them. I don't necessarily want to do that on the floor, but fuck it. But it's okay. So at speed, the move would look like you call attention to the cards, you put them on the table, you could spread the cards, and the perception, even though it's a highly discrete move, is that these are the same cards because they saw 4 cards. Even though there's sort of a visual discrepancy, you're still holding 4 cards. So at the end of the day, the number didn't switch, and you know the image is still kind of retained in their general awareness, you know. And even though you've switched the cards for that, I love that as kind of a different sort of way of switching cards. That's not the no lap switch, because I know the no lap switch. I think it's Derek Dingle's or Guy Vernon's. One was a strip out. Vernon's is a strip out, and then the no lap switch is the what do you call this? Fuck me, dude. Derek Dingle, I think. But yeah, I fucking love the Jinx change, especially covered in conversation. It's a wonderful thing. You can even do it with 2 cards, man. You could do it with 2 fucking cards. It is Dingle, yeah. So you could do it with 2 cards. You could do it with as many cards as you want. And to put it in, for example, in a routine where you're putting the cards back in the deck. So if you use the aces, for example, and you want to switch them, I mean, look how clean this looks. You show the aces, right? You could talk about whatever it is you want. And the cards go in the middle of the deck. Granted, I took out 1 extra one, but especially if you're doing it with pattern. But in that simple, to quote Brad Christian, in that simple action, they're control the top. So it's a wonderful little utility move. Yo, could I share the bottom to top principle? Maybe somebody on top here may have some ideas. Yeah, man. Definitely, dog. I discovered Piggy from Pornhub. I was looking for R. Kelly's video and I found I'm glad I'm in the same universe as R. Kelly. Hopefully my tape doesn't come out. It doesn't exist, but I hope it doesn't come out. I really hope it doesn't come out. Eric Jones is a variation on that on his Harlequin download. Yeah, it's something that could also work standing up, but it's a little bit more different. It's a little bit more different if you're gonna do it standing up. So let's say you have. By the way, there's hairs now on the cards, but you could do it with a fan. So if you're showing these cards, you could pick these cards up in a fan and immediately put them in the deck that way, doing the jinx change, but this time with a one-handed fan. Obviously, this is an awful sort of angle to do it at, but you could kind of imagine. Would I get the sweet close-up? I don't know, man. I don't know the architect that designed this tile, which is, by the way, very common from what I've seen based on basic bitch Instagram pictures. Apparently, everyone has some variant of this fucking tile. So I find that very interesting. Oh, yeah, dude. I just wrecked these cards, man. That's what I'm talking about. So hold up. So yeah, so the jinx change, again, just one of my favorite changes. I think that hopefully that should give you a little bit of insight. Pro John 13. Hashtag Pro John. Are those 12-inch or 18-inch tiles? I'm not erect right now, so I really can't give you an accurate measurement. I have to measure in 3-inch increments. But I can't tell you that right now, man. Probably 18. I feel like these might be 18. It seems like way more than a foot across, you know? Tiles need to be regrouted. Yeah, it's an old house, dude. It's an old house. It's definitely an old place. I'm going to miss it, man. I'm going to miss it. I might be a little bit iffy on the schedule. As I mentioned earlier, I'm moving out of here, so it might be a little bit iffy on the schedule this coming week. So, I'll still try to upload maybe some stuff from the vaults, but my intent is to get out of here ASAP. So, we'll see how that works, man. There's nothing people love more than a new Pigcake video. Hold up, I skipped half of that because Sima dropped a comment that pushed yours up. Video tells us it's older than the memes it contains. I'm excited. I can't wait to give it. Oh shit, man. You know, yeah, I love that. It's you could tell by the difference in the lens. I don't use that lens anymore. That's the 18 to 55 kit lens. Also, I for some reason I had a fetish with a very flat design. I'm upgrading the. I'm not upgrading by any means. If anything, I'm downscaling. But hold up, I was mentioning something. I totally fucking forgot now. Okay, you could tell because I used to drag a filter on the pictures. Not a filter, a LUT. That was a very flat one, right? It's a very flat sort of image, and I thought it looked cool. But now looking back on it, it looks like unprocessed video. So I gotta thank Gentleman Wake for pushing it. Also the frame rate. You can tell that the difference between the frame rate. So when you see 30 FPS, you know Piggy, that's an old video. When you see 24 FPS, you know it's a new video. So that's also the telling time. But a lot of people can't tell the difference in 30 to 24 FPS. Mo Bamba or Sicko Mode? I'm gonna say Mo Bamba, man. I'm more a fan of that Mo Bamba because it's ignorant. It's more ignorant. In the vault with Pig Gilbert. I'm moving in with Gentleman Wake. No, that'd be kind of weird with him and his wife. That'd be a little bit weird, dude. If I'm moving in with Gentleman Wake. We're working on a video. We're going to work on a video that I am so fucking... I can't wait for. But it's going to take a lot of work. That particular video. You know, it's great. Just to give you a little bit of an insight. You know, it's a little bit of an insight on the background here. We had a conversation, me and a Gentleman Wake, the other day. Or actually yesterday. He was around in the area. So we met up. And he's like, oh, so we're going to need to get actors. That line is going to tell you enough of the video that we're going to come up with. Yeah, I think we're going to need to hire actors. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're going to have a budget now. Thank you, dude. That's good. Thank you, John. Thank you, dude. That's going to be fantastic, man. Geppetto would love a shout-to. What the fuck is a shout-to, man? Geppetto, what the fuck is a shout-to? Is that some sort of like... Middle Eastern. Show us your 2 favorite tricks. 199 hashtag. Hashtag super chat. Hashtag show us your 2 favorite impromptu tricks. Well, one obviously is Back in Time by Jay Sankey. That's one. Back in Time by Jay Sankey. 2 is Extraordinary Proof by Andrew Gerard. Extraordinary Proof by Andrew Gerard. It's this beautiful bit where you have them deal the cards down. Sir, did you count how many cards you've dealt? Yada, yada, yada. It's a wonderful method. It's pretty much, you could use it as an any card, any number. You could use that as an open prediction. But Andrew Gerard killed it, son. He killed it with that. And if you have the time to prepare the deck, you could just do Out of This World, man. Out of This World. If you have the time to either do a joke, or if you want, you could do that little subtlety that we've talked about, I think, previously, where you could do this tip where you have the spectator peek at a card, right? You have the spectator peek at a card, so in this case, 4 diamonds. You peek at it as you ask them to shuffle it, as in the video that I showed today. You see how it ties in? You see how it ties in? So you tell them, hey, look, sir, I'm going to find your card. And what you do is that you take out all the cards that are opposite to their color of cards. So if you peeked at the 4 of diamonds, you're going to take out all the black cards. And you're going to go, I don't think it's any of these. Or you could say, I think it's one of those. I think it's one of these. I think it's one of these. You see what I'm doing? I'm taking out all the black cards because I'm racist, but also because I need to set up for the trick. So I'm just taking out all the black cards. I go, it could be one of these. I think it could be one of, yeah, it could definitely be one of these. It could be one of these. It could be one of those. So I've taken out all the black cards and I'm left with only the red cards. So now I could take out all the cards that are not the 4 of diamonds. So I could just go, man, you know, I don't think it's any this one. I'm gonna say it's not this one. I'm gonna say it's not this one or this one or this one or this one. I'm not gonna say it's any of those. Case in point, I'm just eliminating all the cards slowly until I get with this one, right? And then I go, so I'm thinking it's one of those, but it's definitely not this one. It's one of those. It's not this one. And then you ask them what card it is, and you go, wait, it was? Oh, man, that sucks. And then from there, you could get into Out of This World. So you don't have to do any sort of cool per se. It's pretty much covered under a joke. But you're able to find a card that they're thinking of. And guess what? Set up the deck, son. Damn, boy. Damn, son. Hashtag what? I want to die sometimes. DC. Hey, Piggy. Hey, man. Hey, Daniel. How you doing, Daniel? Is that still a meme with the white Vans? I got white Vans right behind me. I got white Vans right behind me. Yeah, I noticed there was no Card Academy plug in your last video. Yeah, because that video was from like 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. So that's probably why. Cal, yeah, hit me up and then I'll send you the link, man. Hit me up and then I'll send you the links to that. But you should still have access to them on the old website on Thinkific. You should still have access to them. If you got them there, you should still definitely have access to those. But if anything, just hit me up and then I'll send you the links to the new ones. There's another thing here. Hold up. Open Coal Academy stuff. Hey, boy. Yeah, but I did mention this before. So this is just a little bit of a nice way to coal openly, you know. And I think on Patreon, I don't know if I did teach that specifically on Patreon. I might have went in an earlier video, I think. Jinx Change Card College, page 845. There's interested. You found anywhere else? Yeah, Art of Astonishment. I first saw it in Art of Astonishment. Daniel saying if I could teach some sweet cardistry moves. Some sweet cardistry moves. Yeah, so Art of Astonishment, it's, I think, volume 2. And I'm trying to remember what trick it's in. It might be the castle one. There's a trick where you make a card castle out of random cards, and then at the end of the trick, they end up being the kings, and he uses the Jinx Change in that. That's in volume 2 of Art of Astonishment. I'm not sure the name of the trick, but that's where I first saw it. So that's dope that you actually have the OG Card College. I don't know whose it is, though. Do you know whose the Jinx Change is? What's Piggy's best project? I liked Vogue a lot. I like that one. I like the mentality of it. I also like the fact that if you got a wallet, you could just put the shit in there and have a thing you could do anytime you want. Jack's regrets, but I'm a little partial there. Persistence of memory I like because it's an act. It's a little bit of an act, you know? That's something that's dope. A-Can is cool, but it's not for everyone, that's for sure. A-Can is definitely cool, but it's not for everyone. I'm trying to think of the other one that I mean I liked all of them. I wouldn't have put them out if I didn't like stand behind them behind a paywall. So I wouldn't have put them out there. But it's just, you know, they're tricks for me, so they might not be for necessarily everyone. I just put them out there in case you do find my stuff valuable enough to where you're like, oh yeah, let me drop some shekels on this guy. It can best because of purple fingernails girl. Yeah, that's I'm glad that's a meme. Thank you. Thank you. My heartbreak is a meme. That's fantastic. Hot new content from Piggy this morning. Thank you, Sima, for dropping that, man. Hashtag purple nails girl. Hashtag what should I can I call it something? No, I shouldn't be mean. I shouldn't be mean. 5 - 2 is great too. I like 5 - 2. I like all of them, man. I'm biased. I'm biased, dude. I'm fucking biased. Do you want Sprite cranberry? That has a lot of sugar, man. I'm not a fan of, I mentioned it earlier, I'm not a huge fan of cranberry stuff. Maybe shouldn't have included her in your... Yeah, that's probably the reason. I feel like that might be the reason. It's like, hey, man, you doing card tricks? Nah, man, that sucks. What are you, a magician or something? Dry vagina. That's what it is. What is this, man? Hold up, there's something else here. Could you show us in European slow motion the twirls on your dribble double lift? Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. You see that? That's there's this one, right? That's another one. That's kind of dope. See, that's so kind of sped up, right? But slowed down. There you go. I was actually the other day I was doing this super slow. I don't know why. I was kind of practicing this extraordinarily slow. Let's see if I could do this shit. If I could do this, but I was just working on these old ones, just annoyingly slow. Just remembering the finger placement. That's another little bit of a hot tip. If you want to learn something, make sure that you get it just kind of stupid slow. You get me? So that when you do it, let me see if I can do this good. Your fingers kind of get, your fingers kind of get the correct placement. That's if you could. Let me tell you, if you could see a reflection from that fucking chair. If you could somehow enhance that video and get a reflection on that, you are a fucking animal. But this, just practicing the moves super slow kind of gets the finger placements in the right positions so that inevitably you're going to be able to do them at a faster speed and repel all the pussy. So if you want to do that and up your flourish game or your what do you call this? What do you call this, man? Or your just even a double lift, right? Just even a double lift. Do it super slow. So we're gonna super slow, and then eventually you're gonna be able to kind of work on the move faster. What virgin game? What's going on? Phoebe. Phoebe. That's great, man. Phoebe. I'll enhance the chair soon. God damn it. Yeah, that's if you could do that, that's dumb. I have no idea how you... Oh, yeah, okay, it's pretty reflective. Let's see if you could... No, you can't see. Come on, man. Come on, dude. If you could do that, that's some psycho shit. You're going to have to, like, recreate pixels. Let's see. There's another one here. It's a ruffle shuffle. Don't disgrace P. Weatherby. Yeah, R.P. Weatherby. So R. Paul. R.P. Weatherby. Yeah, there you go. R. Paul Weatherby. Fucking legend. That guy's a legend. Mr. Piggy, I'll let you know my girlfriend finds it hot that I do street magic, and when I perform, she gets turned on. Well, what's wrong with her then, man? What's wrong with her, dude? What's wrong with her? If you want to look up dribble double detail, look up in Marlo because it's his move. Hey, boy. I saw your reflection. I saw your reflection. R. Kelly's behind you. Let me tell you, if R. Kelly was behind me, I would know. I would know. I'm saying that because of his I could be racist. His big black penis. That's what it is. It's not a racist thing. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. He's a big black Panasia. I've been wanting to watch that thing. I've been wanting to watch that special recently, but I haven't checked it out. Hold up, there's something here. There's something here. Hashtag BBC. Oh, the Marlo. Yeah, so the Marlo, man. Yeah, that's I forgot where. I think Greg Wilson was the first time I saw dribble double. First time I saw dribble double was Greg Wilson. But obviously it has to be a Marlo move. It has to be a Marlo move because Marlo's invented everything. So, but I do like it just because it doesn't require any sort of break. And you can really do it from any position. So the cards could be on the table, they could be in your hand, and you're still able to do a double. And it really depends on your what do you call this? It depends on how you perform, how you do it. So if you want to make it more fancy, you could do it more fancy. If you want to do it more, conservative, you could do it more conservative. Why doesn't Pigcake 10 work at UME anymore? Well, we got the man himself here. We got DC himself saying he's bringing back the discounts later this month. So we have the legend, the man, the myth, the man who has united the emporium of magicians, the man who has combined what's the sex store, sex emporium, who has combined 50% of the world famous sex emporium store and has made it a card empire. Daniel Cabrera. Is that too much? Did I hype you up way too much? Daniel? Let's see. Discounted Taco Bell match. Daniel, should we hit up an Endeavor and try to market and corner the Taco Bell bath mat industry? That's something we should try to do. I feel like that's something we should definitely try to get on. To hit up the discount Taco Bell bath mat industry and stuff else. I feel like that's a market that's not saturated. We could definitely hit that up. The book is called Miracle Card Changes. I still remember Brad Christian teaching that miracle card change from Marlo. This one, right, where you do that thing, right? I remember him teaching that as if it's the second coming of Christ. I still remember that from Ninja 2. He taught that at make it the only thing you could buy on your site. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I remember this thing. This was the Brad Christian made it the second coming of Christ, showing that move on Ninja 2, I think. What's James Randi doing these days? I saw a couple pictures of him with Banachek, so I really thought that he was failing in health because he hasn't made any sort of public appearances, at least on the video space in a while. But he had a couple pictures with Banachek I saw on Instagram, so that's always dope. He did a couple podcasts. Is it true that that you made it in the magic industry when people have called you out for having demonic powers? Yeah, apparently, or when you call people out for thinking that people have demonic powers. That's when people call you that. No real hate, but if it weren't for Brad back then, I don't think I'd be doing magic today. No, honestly, yeah, true, same shit. Same, dude. Brad Christian was one of those other people that, as much as I make fun of him for the fucking makeup, I really did get a lot of stuff. Even looking back at it now, the instruction wasn't great, but it was definitely the best available at the time. And you could tell that he had a passion for the projects that he did. And that really kind of, helped out a lot in terms of growth for me when it came to, learning magic initially. Crash Course, fantastic. Ninja, as much shit as I give it. If it taught me anything, it taught me to, you know, connect ideas. So things like that. But no, 100% pro, John. BTB. Hey, there you go. Yeah, BTB's man. See, I'm biased, man. I'm biased. It's due to his amazing performance of Sinful. Are we talking about Chris Angel when he did Sinful in a sinful fashion? He just like he grabs the coin, and then he grabs the can, and then he does this. Like imagine the coin right now. The can is parallel to the ground. He goes, look, here's the coin. Look, it went through the can. It went through the can like that. He fucking held it towards his body. And then he goes, see, look at the can. You could hear the coin inside. Did the worst fucking handling for that beautiful trick by fucking Wayne Houchin. Killed it. Absolutely wrecked it. Come on. And he stands 50 feet. Yeah, that's the other one, man. That's the other thing. He stands like 14,000 feet away from the fucking camera. And he goes, look, it's in the can right now. You can hear it. You can hear the coin sliding up the back as he fucking does it. Did I expose it? Did I expose a trick from like 20 years ago? Sinful. There's another one here, man. I'd be posting more often now since I'm back at school. Hey, man. Good to see you back in men's clothes, Stefan. Back into school. That's my standard dad joke. Hey, man, good to see you back in men's clothes, man. It's good to, I usually watching the old David Blaine videos. Okay, but the one that we're talking about, if you look up Chris Angel, Coin and Can, that's the one that we're talking about. When he butchers this amazing trick that's no setup. You grab a can, you grab a quarter, right? You fucking grab the coin in one hand, the can in the other, and you slap it in the can, and then you could show the fucking coin inside of the can. You open up the can, and then when you pour it out, and it could be a signed coin. It's a beautiful trick. But Chris Angel does it like, he does it like, what comparison can I make here, man? I'm trying to think of a good comparison. He does it like Jabrizi does. He does it like Jabrizi speaks English. There you go. He does it like Jabrizi speaks English. That's what I meant to say. Not well. Not well. That's kind of the. That's what I meant. Hold up. There's something else here. Like a handicapped soccer player. Like Pigcake plays video games. Thank you, man. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Motherfucker. God damn it. God damn it. Could you recommend another book than Bobo's Coin Magic for Coin Magic? Another coin book? Shit. I have to look up, man. I have to look up my list of books that I have on my notes. But I can't think of any right now, just off the top of my head. But there's a couple. Roth's videos are second to none for coin work. His videos are fantastic for coin work, especially learning from the start. You know, because coin work is very, it's very sort of indicative of how you learn the base moves. And the base moves are classic palm, finger palm, Bobo switch. If you're on the academy, that's the next lesson. It's Bobo switch. But it's really indicative of your mastery of those initial moves. So if you get those moves down, you could probably do 90% of coin work, you know, just being able to do and guarantee those moves. Now the habit is more towards visual stuff. That seems to be the trend when it comes to coin shit, just because visual shit looks good on Instagram, whereas more sit-down stuff like David Roth stuff works in a sit-down environment. This fucking, oh look, the coin's coming from nowhere, you know, all that shit, which I'm not a huge fan of, but you know, people tend to be, so to each their own. But I think that David Roth stuff is fantastic. I think that anything by Kanoa Harbottle is great. And who's the other one, man? Fuck. Kanoa is great. Dr. Michael Rubenstein. Michael Rubenstein is another fucking excellent one. uh, Curtis Kem. Just these old school names, man. These guys, I understand that they're like the older generation of coin magicians. Now you see them more modern, sort of visual, like speed, which looks great. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I like effect. If I do 12 changes in less than 4 seconds, what's the effect? Are you hallucinating? Is there why is a coin changing, other than sleight of hand? You know. So, and for it to present coin magic in a way that's you don't want the spectators to think that it's heavily sleight of hand, then it really it's really difficult and challenging. But if you see David Roth work, you almost forget that it's a sleight of hand performance because the coins just seem to jump without any sort of rhyme or reason, and then he gives you every reason to make you think the coin is in one hand. Another wonderful guy to study, Al Schneider. Al Schneider is the guy who invented the Matrix. So he's the guy that made the Matrix. And now everybody fucking does, like trying to come first in a gangbang or something. And he really has a lot of good work on how to hold a coin, how to set it down. The things on palming and when to palm, when not to palm. So he's another kind of old school guy. But Al Schneider is fucking definitely golden to study. Do you have a Discord? I can hit you up. We can play Minecraft together. I think that's too much, man. You're asking for too much on the first date here. Why is there a fucking red ant? Why is there a red ant inside? I don't like that. That lets me know that there are fucking ants. The big ones. I don't fucking like that. I hope that that's a straggler that got lost. Pop Hayden, another one. Another great coin word guy. But yeah, that emoji game is too much, man. Your emoji tip is too hard. There's another one. There's another. I wanted to mention something. But yeah, those are the magicians you should look up if you really want to up your coin work. I feel like Z helped single-handedly push us more towards visual instant magic. Yeah, you're 100% right. You are 100% right. It's not a bad thing, but it's, to me, where I prefer effect more than anything. I think that I like to see it, but I feel like it's real life practicality is non-existent. So let me see another one here. It might be interesting. I keep looking for good ones here. You like Hogan versus Rock? I like a good story, Lindsay. I like a good story, man. That's what I like. Eric Jones. Yeah, Eric Jones is another one, but he's more modern. He really balances between classic and modern because he still has a bunch of these like crazy visual elements, but I think it's balanced with the effect. So he's very clear about the effect beforehand. Pigcake, I need to know how to do those peaks if I hold the deck. Oh, well, that's difficult. When it comes to left-handed work, it's harder because obviously the indexes are not in the right places. You could circumvent that by using a deck that has 4 indexes. Or I know Darwin Ortiz has a good peak with left-handed stuff. But yeah, a lot of those peaks necessarily might not apply if you are left-handed. Because obviously, what are you going to be peeking at? You're not going to be peeking at anything there. So that's the kind of unfortunate downside. Now the good thing about left-handed is you should be able to. I'm trying to remember the technique that he had. He had a technique that only worked with left-handed people. Do you happen to have a deck with 4 indexes? Shit, do I? I think I might. Man. Phoebe. I think I might Phoebe Gutrich. Gee, I wonder what Phoebe Gutrich is an ambigram for? Is not an ambigram, a fucking I forgot what the term is. But I forgot I wonder what that is. There's another one here that was kind of interesting. Do I play CS:GO? I don't play CS:GO, man. I don't think I've ever played CS:GO. Jeff Copeland. Yeah, he's another good one. He's another great one. More modern. Another one that's great that just came to mind is Michael Vincent. Michael Vincent. I think the Spades deck. Yeah, that's another one. That's another dope one that has 4. But yeah, that's what kind of sucks about being left-handed is that you kind of lose out on a lot of those peaks. Just because. But yeah, there are alternative ways to find it, man. There are alternative ways to get it. It's not too late, Johnson. Don't be MLT. Yeah, it's an anagram, idiot. Are you saying that because you're the one that made it? Top? If that's your real name? If your real name's Top? Happens to work as a butcher. Happens to have a former creepypasta channel. Happens to have the mentality necessary to come up with a fucking crazy Pigcake serial killer character. There's another one here. Man, I'm trying to go through here because I know that I saw a couple that were interesting. It's the best switch with borrowed bill when you put it in your pocket and thank them. I like that one. I like that one a lot. When you go, hey, did you give me this dollar bill? Did I? All right, here we go. It's in my pocket. Thank you. And then you switch it for whatever. I like that one a lot because it gets really hidden off in the joke. Sorry, wrong account. God damn it. Butcher. Sorry, wrong account. What a coincidence, man. What a coincidence that Butcher happens to show up when our boy Top, when Top here is making a meme, making a joke. That's almost like you had access to changing the account, maybe? Fucking top notch, Butcher. It's gonna be a twist. I feel like it's a twist that I'm not gonna see coming. It's gonna hit me hard, and I'm gonna be like, "What? Huh? Sima? It was you? You know, Stefan?" But we'll keep it the mystery, man. We'll keep it the mystery of Butcher the Pig. We'll see when that saga ends, man. Butcher's Chris Ramsey. Ramsey spelled Ramsey. I'm glad you got the correct the correct Miami accent for saying Chris Ramsey. Yeah, who's your favorite magician? Chris Ramsey. I'm sorry, who? He does puzzles. Yeah, that rocked my ass, man. Puzzles. What's up with this? Yo, man, what's up with this influx? Hold up. Fusion, I feel like you brought... is this your crew, Fusion? Did you bring a crew of, like, edgy, preteen, hormonal people? Fusion here? Because we got a dude spamming with some racial epithets. And then we also got Arctic Wolf, which has a Kakashi, a fucking Kakashi profile picture there, saying "Play with Fusion crazy." I feel like this is your crew, dude. I feel like you're trying to assault me. This is truly the 9-year-old army. You guys are trying to take over my stream here with your puberty. That's fantastic, man. No, so you guys are separate? You guys are separate individuals that just so happen to have merged on this one stream, both having the same intent, which is to fucking end up playing Minecraft. That's weird. And we got Jiraiya Schmid. Oh shit, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna have to do this, dude. You know I don't like doing that, but I'm gonna have to, man. Just because the edge is too edge for me right now, dude. You're being too 13 to me right now. I can only handle 13 too long. But you kind of started hot. You might want to work up to that. You can't just start You got to work up to that. Jariah Carey. Show us your best cardistry move. What cardistry move? Let me see. Well, I'm trying to think of my best cardistry move. Oh, right here. This is what everyone does after everything. That right there. That's my best cardistry move. Everyone fucking does this after every single thing. Mine just happens to have a reveal. You see that? But no, everyone does this shit. Everyone does this shit. Oh, the chop. The chop. That's your favorite shit. You do like a little bit of a move, and then you gotta end it with the chop. Right? That's how you assert your virginity on the crowd that you're performing for. How do you perform cardistry, man? Somebody that does cardistry, please show me. Please shoot a street magic video. Please shoot a street magic video where you go up to somebody and you go, "Hey, man, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Here we go. Here we go. You ready? Look. Here we go." What the fuck are you gonna do, dude? Like, honestly, what are they supposed to do, man? Are they just gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, wow, that's cool, man. Wow. Wow, that's good, dude. Oh my God. That's interesting." They're not gonna say that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a lot, man." Throws dirty. I got Oh shit, man, that's a lot. Listen, man, Pigcake, I'm gonna leave you now. You bullied me. Yeah, man. Listen, I subscribe to the Sam Hyde school of bullying. I feel like bullying makes you stronger, man. Bullying makes you stronger. Wait, what did Brian say? I think Jay Sankey was right. Yeah, Jay Sankey was definitely right, bro. I'm with Jay Sankey. Oh, it's always the same line. Hey, do you know what this is called? Do you know what this is called? Do you know what that's called? No? It's called showing off. Have sex with me. Please? Please? No? Next, you go to the next person. Hey, do you know what this is called? Please sleep with me. Please sleep with me. Please. I feel like it's gonna get to the point where you're showing cardistry to people, and you're gonna beg them for favor. They're gonna be like, "Please, come on. I've spent a lot of time doing this and practicing this. I just want to see what it looks like. Please. I haven't seen one. I want to see what yours looks like. Please, please, man." Oh boy, I want to hurt myself. What's Now, there was another one here. Maybe if you would have ended it with the chop. You like the chop, dude. You like that. I don't even remember the cut you showed. You showed me. That ended with the cut. It was like some weird thing. I remember you pointing it out, and it made sense because you ended in this position. You ended with the cards like kind of like that in that position. So it made sense to do a little bit of a chop. But I feel like if you're arbitrarily adding let's see if I can add a chop here to this particular move. There you go. Just for you. Just for you. Cardisters and vapors are in the same league. You know what's funny, man? I've been recommended this person on Instagram that he does like vaping tricks with magic. So he does like, he'll vape and then he'll produce a mouth coil from his mouth. Yeah, dirty socks. Funny enough, Daniel's about to call. I was about to actually ask you if you know where I could get boxes. That's what I was going to ask you, funny enough. But seeing that you're here, I might as well ask you on a stream. I need to find a fucking metric fuck ton. So you might want to hit me up if you happen to know. I feel like you know a box guy. I feel like you happen to, for some reason, you have a dude that you know that is a box guy. It seems kind of shady, but I call my boy up. My boy owns a box shop. Oh shit. Hold up. True cardistry is doing 5 faces of Sybil as a false cut, then cutting the deck anyways. Yeah, that's you're right. Is doing one of these, and then going, bitch, bitch. Doing this one. Mind you, I only know like 2 cardistry moves. That's it. That's why I keep repeating them. And then doing this, bitch. What about it, huh? Cunt. How's that? You like that? Look at that. Real cut, dude. Let me see if I can do another one. Let me see if I can do another one. Hold up. What's this one's a different one. Right? They all end up being the same. Got him. It's over. Look at that. Right there. Right there. Boom. You know, funny enough, I remember posting a couple of the cardistry moves that I've kind of like done or maybe come up with. They're not to me. It's flourishing. It's fucking card flourishing. But yeah, they all do look the fucking same. But then some people kind of said, no, that's this move. No, that's this move. Listen, man. Let me tell you something about cardistry and flourishing. It's all based on the exact same fucking movement. Everyone get into this whole sequence that everyone does the same shit. For the old cardistry based, like the cardistry was based on, a lot of the Buck Twin shit. A lot of stuff based on just simple actions that were all based on the fucking Sybil cut. Based on the 5 faces of Sybil from fucking Chris Kenner. It's the same shit. So the possibilities are not really going to be a lot. So you're going to come up with shit that's going to be the same as a lot of things, right? You don't know shit. Jerry Shetotsky, I think, from the Encyclopedia of Card Flourishing. That's another dope one. Yeah, but he introduces fans. He has a lot of like fan work and shit. But I'm saying in terms of cuts, in terms of those things, it's all based on the same foundation, which is why look at the fucking ant, dude. My goodness. Sarah, it's all based on the same fucking it's all based on the same groundwork. So you're gonna have a lot of things that, you know, go over. So you know, a cut like this to me, let me see if I can do this. So a cut like this is one that I like. Right? That's one that I like. Here's another one that I like. Right? Sorry, I fucked that up. I promise I could do that good. There you go. That's based on a Brian Tudor cut that I saw from a long time ago that I couldn't do. So that's just me doing that in a way that's simpler for me to do it. This thing is based on a Leonard Green and another 5 faces Sybil. So it's all the same shit. But it's just, you know, based on the same foundational stuff. So stuff's going to overlap. Peter here. Stop killing ants, you savage. Listen, man. Ants aren't animals, man. Edward Todor is better than Brian Tudor. I guess I have more of a relationship with Brian Tudor. Todor. Edward Todor. We've hit each other up in the DMs. You know, he's reacted to something that I've sent him. If you get what I mean. I sent him a video and he reacted to it. You ever want to hurt yourself, huh? Want to grab lunch next Saturday? What are you doing next Saturday? Want to grab lunch? You know, the biggest twist would be if Butcher's somebody that I actively know. That would be the biggest twist. If Butcher happens to be somebody that I actively know. I know a place that has good, I'm not going to say that word because then people are going to know where I'm from. So I'm going to say Lechem. I'm going to say Lechen. I don't want people to know where I'm from. So I'm going to say Lechen. I know a place that has good Lechen. Lechen is good. I love Lechen and croquetas. Croquetas are fantastic, man. But yeah, man, I feel like Butcher is somebody that I know in person, man. That's the secret. Butcher's going to be someone. Was go outside your creation. I guess it's something that I came up with independently. But it's very similar to a lot of things that, you know, have been around. But go outside, yeah, you could say it's a piggy innovation. But that's not saying much. Do you actively know people? You know, that is a very interesting question. Beats. I don't think I actively know people. You're right. You might have caught me. You might have caught me in a lie. You might have caught me in a fat lie, man. What's the other one, man? There's another one. There's another thing I was gonna kind of drop it in. Oh, what time is it? It's actually 12, man. I'm probably gonna call this a stream in. You know what? We'll do it. We'll do 5 more minutes, man. We'll do 5 more. Five. I want to end this at 1:30. When it says 1 hour and 30 minutes. Pigcake, what's something that you work on every day or at least every other day in terms of magic? In terms of magic, or in terms of like what are you thinking of? But in terms of magic, foundational stuff, I'm always working on foundation shit. So I'm always working on breaks. I'm always working on I'm trying to reduce, the size of the breaks. I'm always working on just basic foundational shit. So hippie45 Yahoo saying love your videos, Pigcake. Love your videos, hippie45 Yahoo. But just foundational shit. I'm always working on passes. I'm always kind of like hitting up and working on that stuff. Controls, pull-ups, dumbbells. Pigcake, I hope one day you're able to know what the coincidence butcher. Oh man, hold up. What the coincidence Butcher and I are talking about right now without hating us. Maybe we could talk about it on Saturday. I mean, you and Butcher. God damn it, man. God damn it. Sheesh. Maybe. You know what, man? If you're Butcher, I would have known from the start, dude. I would have known from the start, dog. All right? Fucking creepypasta channel. Where's the ant? Stop. No, there isn't another ant. There is another fucking ant. God, this is not good, dude. Where are they coming from, man? Yo, I cleaned the shit out of this place. That's the thing, because if there's like a couple stragglers, that tells me that there's like a large sort of, like a line of those motherfuckers somewhere that I need to find. But you know what? I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here soon enough, so it's not going to be... That's not going to be Piggy's problem. I ain't got no ant problem. It's honestly an amazing coincidence. A series of them, actually. It's so amazing I saw it in a movie. I wouldn't have said it's too implausible, and I wouldn't have finished the movie. Answer the devil. That's true, man. I remember asking somebody, hey, man, how do you... That's Cal gonna go watch Satchel Sweet. Good luck with that, Cal. But yeah, a friend told me, just use gas. Just use gas, man. You could use gas to get rid of ants. I'm like, that's a very sort of... There's another one. Right? Oh, shit. I'm going to have to follow these motherfuckers. I feel like they're coming from somewhere specific. I got to... Oh, shit. That's never a good thing. You know, the worst part is I spray this shit down with that thing that says the ant shield spray. You know, where you spray that shit around the house every once in a while, and it's supposed to keep all the buggies out, and I put it on the right spots. Man, they found the taco. Yeah, maybe they found the TB I've been hiding in the cupboard. Later, Gator. See you later, man. See you later. Good to have you here on the hot stream. What else, man? What else? Before I dip here, what is this? The bus pass. Satchel Sweet bus pass. That's a throwback. That's a throwback. Let's follow the ants together. I don't know if I want to do that, man. That would be interesting, but to me, I'm not a fan of ants. So the fact that I'm seeing them here is not like it's not a mean thing. It's like oh shit, now I have to find where the fucking ants are coming from and deal with that and figure it out, because I don't want, even though I'm not gonna be here for long. My grandfather used to be an exterminator. Was to go to source and he... that's a good note to end on, man. Ejaculating on the queen ant is definitely... Giving an ant a facial is going to be a good note. So make sure, man. Make sure to watch that video from today if you haven't already. The hot video on peaks. If you're left-handed, I'm sorry. I'm sure you could come up with an ulterior handling. If you're on Patreon, I'll probably be dropping a little bit of an update there, because this week's going to be a little bit rough in terms of uploading. Because I'm moving, so it's going to be a little bit weird. So, I'll just keep you guys posted as the week goes by. That's going to be a hot one. But other than that, man, I'm going to go figure out different ways to destroy an ant population. That's kind of what I'm going to do. I want to be the Hitler of ants. I want to be the Adolf Hitler